Narcissists love to destroy people's self-esteem, especially their targets or those close to them. They shoot down your self-worth. The closer you are to them, the more your self-esteem takes a hit. It's almost as if they're trying to make you hate yourself in order to be with them, because you do have to essentially hate yourself to be around someone so toxic. After dealing with a narcissist, your self-esteem is shut down, and you have to work on rebuilding it in the healing and recovery process. In this video, I want to discuss what it takes to build up your self-esteem, and in order to find out how to do that, you need to go back, you need to backtrack, find out how your low self-esteem shows up for you, how the narcissist works to destroy that, and how you can get it back. So how does this show up in your life, in your day-to-day life? Are you always hiding yourself? You don't want to be seen, or you don't want to be the center of attention? Because if you are afraid to be seen, and you don't want to share your ideas for fear of being criticized, you don't want to be seen for fear of being criticized, you don't want to put yourself out there because you feel like you're going to get a negative reaction back from people. Because that is essentially what the narcissist did, right? You do something, even the simplest thing, right? It wouldn't have to be like a show presentation, just anything that a normal human being would do, and they would react negatively. You kind of don't know how they would react. You could do one thing, the same thing. Today it would be a negative reaction. Tomorrow they're in a good mood, it would be a positive reaction. And things sort of dependent on how they were feeling is how they would react to something. And it created a lot of confusion. Maybe you feel like no one likes you, or people are out to get you, because again, that's the environment that the narcissist created. Perhaps you feel like you're not worthy, or you can never get a real love or a real relationship. Maybe you feel like that doesn't even exist, like healthy relationships don't exist, it's a fairy tale. Or perhaps you find yourself always apologizing, even when you didn't do anything wrong. You feel like you always have to be there for everyone, your family, friends, even at work. You're the rescuer, the go-to person. And this might lead to people taking advantage of you. Like they always call on you to solve their problems, and they never appreciate your efforts. They take it for granted. Always asking for more, never saying thank you. In addition to the low self-esteem, you might also have signs of codependency, which is essentially where you find your self-worth and being needed by other people. And so this could make you a magnet for narcissists and people like that. I have another video on codependency which I'll link in the description box, but it's something in the recovery process, it's something that definitely needs to be tackled. So how do narcissists create low self-esteem? Well, one of the major tools they use is invalidation. They make you feel like whatever you say and do is wrong, right? They invalidate every move you make in order to make you feel like you can't get anything right. Something is wrong. Look at you, you've messed up. You can't do something as simple as get a cup of water. You've spilled your water. You're always making a mistake. To make you feel like there's something wrong with you. They ignore your good traits, accomplishments, and things that you love about yourself, or good things about you, and point out your sort of faults and mistakes in their eyes, and making it seem like that is who you are. You are essentially you're identified by your mistakes and your shortcomings. And stereotypes as well. They could also identify you by stereotypes of your race, your gender, your religion, their sexuality. Even if you don't fall into those stereotypes, they will still use that against you. Anything they can. If they have to, they'll even make normal, good characteristics seem bad. I remember a narcissist once told me with a look of disdain on her face, like, oh, I just don't understand why your skin is so soft. It's weird. Sorry about that. I had to take of something real quick. Okay, so let me get back to what I was discussing. Okay, so yeah, they make normal characteristics look bad, seem bad. Um, this is they use a form of gaslighting. They use gaslighting for this. Shame is another tool they like to use. Again, making you feel like something is wrong with you, making you lower your expectations, making you view yourself in the negative. Um, so you have a negative perception of yourself. That is essentially the key. That is essentially what they do. Make you have a negative perception of yourself by devaluing every little thing you do and making it seem that anything that is tied to you is bad. So therefore, you are bad. They also isolate you to make you feel like you are unwanted and unlovable and separate you from everyone else so that you you don't seek help from other people. Um, they keep you away from any and everyone that could help you so they can abuse you without sort of interference in a way. They can continue making you feel insecure and you end up complying with whatever they want to do because you're afraid to upset them or afraid to, upset the people around you. Or you feel like you don't deserve better, right? You're not good enough. This is the best that you can get. Things like that. So yeah, so are they created is they invalidate you to reveal like something is wrong with you as a person, inherently wrong with you, aka shame, and then they isolate you from other people, which adds on to the feeling of like something. So they make you feel unwanted and unloved by other people, which adds on to the feeling of something is wrong with you. So essentially, something is wrong with me. Therefore, I am unwanted and I am unlovable and I will end up alone. So why do they do this? Why destroy your self-esteem, right? Why crush a person essentially? Well, you can't do their bidding unless you're broken down into a million pieces. They want you to hate yourself so it's easy for them to come in and control your life. It's disgusting. All the insults, bullying, devaluation, invalidation are essentially just lies. Um, you could have had the opposite traits that they make fun of you. So they make fun of the way you walk, the way you talk. Maybe they say you talk too fast or you walk too slow. But if you walked faster and you spoke slower, they would have made fun of that. You walk too slow. You walk too fast. You speak too slow. You know what I mean? The goal is not to point out your little behaviors. It's to point out behaviors in you that they think it's bad. Is to point out whatever they see in you so that you think you are bad, right? If you were blue, green, or orange, whatever color you are, they would have pointed that as bad because they want you to view yourself as that. They don't want to see you to see yourself in your light, to see yourself as the amazing person that you are, to see all the things you have to offer to the world, all your advantages, all the things that make you stand out and make you brilliant as you are. Maybe you're creative, maybe you're smart, you're athletic, you're talented, whatever it is you have going for you, they don't want you to see that. They want you to see yourself as the negative. They essentially want to project how they feel about themselves onto you. So then how do you rebuild your self-esteem after all of this? How do you get back on track into viewing yourself in a more positive light and getting rid of all these negative views you have about yourself? The first thing before you do all of that is you need to learn how to stop seeking validation from other people, especially the narcissist. This keeps you at their mercy. When you can validate yourself and tell yourself that you are worthy enough as you are, you will not need anyone, or the narcissist to come in and feed your ego so that you feel good about yourself, right? You become balanced and whole within yourself, so therefore anyone who comes into your life will have to match that sort of positive view of yourself. So if you view yourself as very loving, and someone comes in and they tell you, oh, you're actually not loving, you easily can tell them to, go away. And you're not matching my energy. You're not matching where I'm at. So you only come in when you match, you know, you pass the vibe check, as they say. um, and it's really sad when you seek validation from the narcissist. Especially, I've seen this with flying monkeys. A lot of them are hooked to the narcissist because they've fed into the lie that a narcissist is the person who's dishing out validation to everyone, who's making you feel good about yourself, right? They dish out Scooby snacks whenever the flying monkeys do the narcissist feedings. They pat them on the head, give them Scooby snacks, and so that keeps them around. Yeah, no, this person likes me, so I must be good. I must be special. But what they don't realize is this person they're hanging on to is literally like the spawn of Satan. So validation seeking keeps you attached to horrible people like this. And so you need to learn how to validate yourself. And in the process, you prevent yourself from attaching to the wrong type of people. And you need to also change how you view yourself. Because the narcissist has spent so much time convincing yourself that there's something to hate, that there's something wrong with you and you need to be ashamed, it may have been rooted into the core beliefs about yourself. So you need to go into that and reprogram it. Tell yourself that you are worthy, you're deserving of love, you are enough, you are amazing, talented, brilliant, and you have so much to offer the world. And you need to see yourself as this amazing, wonderful person, right? The narcissist is not the person they claim to be. Chances are they've stolen your identity and your positive traits and are masquerading as that, and completely projected all of their negative traits onto you so that you can carry that for them. So you need to go into that and switch that up and reclaim your identity, reclaim your positive traits, reclaim your talents, your skills, and everything that makes you amazing, wonderful human being, and just disassociate from the narcissist and leave them to have their negative traits. And once you do that, once you reclaim who you are, there's nothing the narcissist can do. They really can't, you know? They will keep pretending, but it will never, it doesn't, because you're the real thing. You're standing right there as the real thing, and there will be the phony, the fake right next to you. And it'll be so easy to tell the difference. So there's nothing they can do. If you reclaim your identity and take back the parts of you that they took, they just have to sit there and watch. And that's why they convince you so much to drop all your positive traits if they're negative and they need to be dropped and they don't belong to you, right? You have something amazing about you, and you're very caring or loving, for example, and they want you to think that you're the opposite, that you are hateful, so they can take all that person. I'm so caring and loving. But when you reclaim that part of yourself and you show up as that, their phoniness, it will just shine a light on their phoniness, because caring and loving doesn't come from saying that you are or masculine. It comes from the actions that you take and how you operate in the world and how you show up as that person. So when you show up as that person, it shines a light on how they're not showing up as that person. So reclaim what is yours and forget about the rest. And lastly, you need to distance yourself from them. They will never change. They will never get better. And they will continue trying to tear you down, especially if you're in their vicinity. So you need to keep your distance because they will keep chipping away at your self-esteem. And especially when you're working on rebuilding that, you never truly feel safe to be yourself. You will never truly feel loved and respected if you're with a narcissist. So you need to cut that off. And always, always, always remember, you are worthy, you are enough as you are, and you do not need to listen to the ramblings of a lunatic. I heard this a while ago and it really stuck with me. I don't remember what video. I think I might link it if I find it. I'll link it in the description box. But this man used this example to explain why you shouldn't care what people say or think about you, and I thought it was just the most amazing example. So he said, if you go to, let's say, a mental institution, right, and someone starts throwing insults at you and telling you, oh, you're this, you're horrible, you're all this, that, and the other. Look at you, you look horrible, right? Will you take it seriously? No, because you know they're not in their right mind, right? Well, that is essentially what you're doing when you're dealing with a narcissist. And this man said, Earth is the biggest mental institution on Earth, and that is true. So when you listen to a narcissist, you essentially listen to the ramblings of a person who's unwell. And so that's everything they say is null and void. It holds no weight because the source is not reliable, right? They'll have you looking left and right, feeling ashamed of yourself, thinking that something is wrong with you, when there really is nothing. It's all a lie, a delusion. Nothing is wrong with you. You are fine as you are. All those things you think make you weird or different, or make you weird, actually what make you unique and different from everyone else, make you stand out. Right? Because we're all different. Everyone has different things to offer to the world. Imagine if we're all the same and did all the same thing. That would not fly. So everything that is different, that the narcissist tries to make you hate about yourself, is actually what makes you unique and special. Right? You need to really consider the question, what if nothing is truly wrong with you? What if you've been told that the narcissist is a lie? Or you are unique and you are different, and that is a good thing because the world needs more people like you. You have something unique and wonderful to offer and show the world. And when you hide those parts of yourself, you stop showing the world, you know, something amazing and wonderful and unique that you could present to the world. Imagine if no one did anything, no one invented anything new, no one tried to develop or grow, we were all just the same. Imagine how backwards the world would be, how far back we'd be held. But that's what the narcissist wants. When they get their flying monkeys or their collection of people who stand around them, they want everyone to just be gray, to just be basic and not shine. Just everyone sit in on a level of mediocrity, not to make them feel bad. Because in essence, they are mediocre. Because they don't want to make the effort to do something amazing in this world or develop or grow themselves, right? You're here listening to videos like this because you want to build your self esteem and become a better person. They could never do that. They want everyone to stop being better people and come to their level so they don't feel bad for not wanting to make the effort. That is not your fault. You know what I mean? That is not on you. That's on them. You're here doing the work, you're healing, you're recovering, you're trying to be a better person, and that makes you better than them. They want to stay, not even mediocrity, like below average, at the bottom, and they want everyone to join in there. And if you stick around them, you surely will join them there. So distancing yourself is great. Remember, The game for them is to make you feel like something is wrong with you, so they will shame every part of you until you are seen that way, until you see yourself that way. But all the parts of you that they shame, the world needs exactly that, because that's what makes you stand out. Because they don't want anyone to stand out. They will attack what makes you stand out, unique, and special. You get that until you can't see. You have so much potential, so much to offer the world, and don't let the narcissist take that away from you. Reclaim what is yours. That is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it or would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live next. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best on your healing journey. And please keep doing what you're doing. You are amazing. You are wonderful. I see that. People see that. The people around you who see that. The narcissist sees that. So you need to see that about yourself as well. Well, that's it for today. Bye.